Are you interested in an exciting career with great benefits? Medley Pharmacy is hiring in Ogden, Utah for call center representatives and pharmacy technicians. Be a part of the fastest growing digital pharmacy in the U.S. that's looking to change the healthcare industry as we know it. Jobs with Medley have great advantages like a 401k, paid time off, gym reimbursements, and even medical, dental, and vision insurance. Candidates of all backgrounds will be considered. For more information, visit medley.com/careers today. That's medley.com/careers. If you have hearing loss and need captions to understand phone calls, Caption Call is your answer. Caption Call works just like a regular phone, but with easy-to-read captions of what the other person is saying. To learn more, visit captioncall.com/sound advice. Understanding phone calls has never been easier with Caption Call.
Good morning. KSL News Time is now 5 o'clock. It is Friday, August 27th. This is Utah's Morning News. I'm Tim Hughes. Much cooler out there this morning than it has been, 63 degrees.
Got some lane restrictions over on 215's east side belt this morning. I'm Andy Farnsworth.
Afghanistan in turmoil. Special coverage on Utah's Morning News.
Evacuation flights are leaving out of Kabul airport this morning following the deadly suicide bombing attacks that killed 13 U.S. service members. At least 95 Afghan civilians died as well. ABC's Faith Abube begins our team coverage. Turmoil in Afghanistan.
The militant group ISIS-K, a sworn enemy of the Taliban, now claiming responsibility after Thursday's deadly bombings outside Kabul's airport. A suicide bomber struck an airport gate just yards from U.S. forces who were processing Afghans for evacuation flights. Moments later, a second bomber attacked a nearby hotel. For days, U.S. officials had warned of an attack leading up to the troop withdrawal deadline of August 31st.
House Republicans say they'll try to stop President Biden from pulling all troops out of Afghanistan until every American is out of that country.
House Republican Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy saying there will be, quote, a reckoning for President Biden's decision to withdraw all U.S. troops from Afghanistan. McCarthy wants to vote on a bill that would prevent the president from finishing that pullout until every American is out of Afghanistan. Republican Mike McCall calling Mr. Biden's decision, quote, an unconditional surrender to the Taliban.
ABC's Andy Field reports Congress is on recess past the August 31st deadline, so any vote would require Democratic House Speaker Pelosi to call Congress back into session. The family of a Florida service member deployed to help evacuations in Afghanistan says they're hoping for his safe return and waiting for more information.
He's going to do whatever he can to help anybody in need.
Henry Jeffrey says his brother David was deployed to Afghanistan 2 weeks ago to get U.S. citizens and Afghan allies out of Kabul. Henry says he is worried for his brother's safety, but knows he is always willing to help others. An effort to remember Weber County's first responders during the upcoming 9/11 anniversary is being spearheaded by someone whose husband paid the ultimate sacrifice after the attacks. Jenny Taylor, widow of Major Brent Taylor, tells KSL-TV it's important we remember these heroes.
We as a country 20 years ago said we will never forget. We put it on T-shirts. We put it on billboards. It was on commercials. We loved America. We flew our flags. And I think, quite honestly, until very recently, a lot of us did forget.
Taylor has been working with city leaders and representatives from area first responders to organize the Weber Remembers event. And we have some breaking news this morning in downtown Salt Lake City. A car has is stuck between two train cars. KSL News Radio's Mary Richards joins us live to let us know what's going on. Mary?
Yeah, Tim, this is 2nd South at 7th West, and Salt Lake police say a man drove around the crossing arms just before 4 this morning, so it's been just a bit over an hour. And then they say that car was hit by the train, and it dragged the car about 100 yards. The car now wedged between two of the train cars. But, however, that man was able to crawl out on his own and then told officers he hit the train on purpose. This will impact traffic for the next several hours. In fact, 2nd South could be closed until around noon. Live, Mary Richards, KSL News Radio.
The U.S. Department of Education canceled around $8.7 billion in student loans in 2020. KSL News Radio's Heather Kelly is live with how much more debt students are holding. Heather?
Well, Tim, recent figures from the U.S. Census Bureau puts overall debt at more than $1.5 trillion, and it's increasing every year. The Cache Valley Daily reports undergraduates are accumulating debt while earning degrees which will not guarantee a job to help pay down their loans. The average amount of money young adults owed after graduating in 2017 was $20,000, and it's now $29,000 for those who graduated this last spring. The good news for Utah students is only 32% of them carried a loan, and the average is the lowest amount in the nation at just under $17,000. Live, Heather Kelly, KSL News Radio.
An online petition calling on the University of Utah to require vaccines is now making its way around to students and staff. Here's KSL News Radio's Nick Wyatt.
Students, alumni, professors, hospital staff, and community members signing the petition urging the University of Utah to implement a vaccine mandate on campus. It includes quotes from dozens saying the U should be leading the way as a top research university, one from an employee at the U of U hospital saying they can't support it strongly enough, and another saying it will save lives. The petition points out state law only prevents the U and other public universities from requiring the shot of a vaccine under emergency use authorization. Now that the FDA has given approval to the Pfizer vaccine, petition organizers say the school is good to go. Nick Wyatt, KSL News Radio.
We have another breaking story this hour. Police are investigating after a shooting near 300 South Main Street in Salt Lake City that left 3 people injured. Police tell us 2 men were in that area trying to steal stuff when they were confronted by employees of a nearby bar and some of their friends. The 2 left, but one came back with a gun, firing shots into the alley, injuring 3 people. Lieutenant Dave Craycroft says the suspects ditched their car, so they'll be able to track them down.